are hanging out with Uncle Johnny, CEO and founder of Uncle Johnny Transitional Home, and I'm super excited about this episode, you guys. If you guys don't know who Uncle Johnny is, I'm gonna give you a brief introduction, and here's how I'm gonna do that. He's actually an addiction substance abuse counselor, if I'm saying it right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
specialists in
yeah.
addictions,
Addiction
right?
specialist. Yeah, either way, it don't matter.
Uncle Johnny,
Just wanted people to live clean.
absolutely. This is a Soul Brighty series. That's right, Soul Brighty for
Get that?
everyone that are looking to live a clean and sober lifestyle. This is the man that can help you. I know he's actually guiding me, helping me. I've had my fair share of challenges in my journey of substance abuse and drug abuse and alcohol abuse, whatever it is. We all have our vices, right? And I know
Yes,
that by living
yes.
a cleaner, sober lifestyle, you can enjoy life to the fullest. And by
That's
listening to
right.
Uncle Johnny's story, let me tell you, it's amazing. This is in my hand here, you guys, is um, a letter. Can you give them, Uncle Johnny, what is this
Well,
letter?
this a guy gave me that letter, and you know what? It was like about 4 or 5 of them that gave me some letters because I was leaving Wasco State Prison as a substance abuse counselor, and I was moving up to Sacramento. And it was sort of like a go away, going away present. And I didn't read these letters until I got out the prison and got home. And I was like, oh man, it really touched me, man, some of the things these guys say. Because, you be so involved in working with people and trying to help them stay clean and giving your experience, and that you forget about the impact that you really have on a person. And I just give it all to my higher power, man, because I'm just a regular guy, man. But this disease that I suffer from, it tried to take me out. And now
Absolutely.
I get to help people
That's
live
amazing.
live clean and
Uncle
sober.
Johnny, you're on a crusade, a mission, and you
Yes,
help
sir.
hundreds of people, if not thousands
Mhm.
of people.
Yes, sir.
And everywhere, from the interactions I've seen from the people around here in this community, like they love Uncle Johnny and what you're doing.
Thank
Uncle
you.
Johnny, by the way, Uncle Johnny, he is part of a nonprofit. It's called Uncle Johnny Transitional Home.
That's right.
It is a nonprofit, and I love the mission behind it. It's helping men in general become sober, addiction free, and living a lifestyle that's positive contribution to the community.
That's what
Right.
it's all about. Yes, sir.
All right, you guys. Would it be okay if I read this letter?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go
When I
share it,
read it for
man.
the first time, he just recently he just found it. You just found this letter
Yeah, I found it today.
today,
And
and
so
it's
to
amazing.
me, to me, I knew we were going to meet up and we were going to do this podcast. But when I found that, I figured, okay, God, this is what you want me to bring.
Yes,
That's how he does it. You
you
know what I
guys are
mean?
blessed. You
It's,
guys are, yeah. That's how he
it's
works.
not planned. That's how he works, man.
And you guys are blessed.
Yes,
So I'm gonna
sir.
read this for him, and it blew my mind. So real quick, you guys, when you guys have be tuned in here. It says, all right, this is handwritten. Who writes handwritten letters anymore? This is handwritten in prison, right?
Convict. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to read his handwriting. Okay. It says, addiction is what many people in life have inside them. Some addicted to drugs, alcohol, crimes, money, and sex. But what triggers our addiction is our criminal thinking and behavior. Sick. I was told by a man who, like me, was addicted to all of the above. Addicts is what he says we are. He says he's an addict as well, but a recovering addict. 28 years in the system, 16 years clean. Now, I'm gonna listen to an old dope fiend say he's been inside these prison walls at the age of 18 when prison was a killer's playground where respect ran deep by all men of different races. This man not only has the stories of his past, but the scars as well. How is this man even alive today? He ain't no superhero. For the many times that he's OD'd 5 times, beaten with a gun, thrown out of a car going 75 miles an hour, he's here on this earth. They say cat's got 9 lives, and well, he does. To most of us who have had a lifestyle of crime, we wouldn't sit down and listen to a person who's never experienced the lifestyle that we live. That person will have no chance, but not this man. He's got us in tune, listening to his past, hearing his new method on how he's changed his life, his new thinking, his behavior, This is a man who isn't trying to shame anyone or look down on anyone. No, this man is trying to help a person find his new way of life. It's not recovery in a day, a week, a month, or a year. No, this is a lifetime. Wow.
That's right.
But some may not use his method and return to the old ways, and some may. But as long as this man saves saves one person, he's done his job and God sent him to do. This
That's
man I
right.
speak of is my teacher, my mentor, my friend, Mr. Johnny Smith. I'm thankful to have met you. Thank you for the encouragement, for keeping it real. Stay focused on the future and forget the past and keep fighting. You are a warrior of God, but a true story of the lifestyle, and always stay clean, all caps. And this is the letter we're reading, ladies and gentlemen. And that is powerful, Uncle John. This is a
Wow,
testimonial
wow.
of your work. You, I get the feeling that you might have saved his life
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and hundreds of others too. Because when you save his life, he's going to take your testimony, your story, and share it to other people
Play
like
it
he did
forward,
in the
baby.
written
Play
form.
it
He's
forward.
going to pay it forward and help someone else become clean. And my man, thank you for doing the work that you
Thank you,
do,
man. Thank you.
Uncle Johnny. I'm so blessed to be sitting here with you because, like, when I first met you, Uncle Johnny, I said, you don't know it yet, but you're a blessing to me too. I might have manifested you to my life, right? And now we're here to help each other because we all want to live a positive, fulfilling, and purposeful lifestyle,
That's it. Yeah.
right? And in order to do
Mhm.
that, we have to, recognize our strengths or weaknesses, especially in our addictions. And some of us are addicted to, again, sex, drugs, alcohol, crimes, money, addicted to food. And you can have any type of addiction.
That's
And,
right.
a lot of people don't realize this, but, we are facing a huge epidemic of addictions. So that being said, Uncle Johnny, what's your reaction to this letter and how do you feel?
You know, man, now, I've been in Sacramento 7 years. So that letter, I noticed he said in there that I was 16 years clean. He said in there I was 16 years
Yes,
clean. And
yes.
today I'm 23 years clean, you know? So that's exactly 7 years.
Wow.
That was 7 years ago when this man wrote this. And look, it was so many people that I was involved with while I was working inside the prison. I wish I could remember exactly who he was. I wish he had to put his name on that letter, and I would try to find him somewhere, reach back out to him, because it really it touched me, man. It touched my heart, and I just have to thank my higher power, man. I have to thank God because He's the one that pushed me this way, that guided me this way. Like he mentioned, all the overdoses I've had.
Hmm.
When you overdose, you die. You know what I mean? You literally die. And I was brought back, and this is the purpose that I was brought back for, to let a person know that they can live
Mm.
clean. Like at the end, he said clean, because that's one of my things. I
Is
like
that
saying,
okay? Yeah. So
yeah,
clean is spelled with three N's.
yeah,
Clean.
yeah. That's the way I like saying it. I'm
How do you say it?
clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way I
Okay.
do it.
So what exactly about your method? What is
Uh,
it your approach that's so different that people gravitate towards you? They listen to you, and they really pay attention because he
they
mentioned that
do.
he would not listen to anyone because he said to most of us who have had a lifestyle, or, they say to most of us who's have had a lifestyle of crime wouldn't sit down and listen to a person who's never experienced it. So
We'll
what makes
see.
you special?
Yeah, see. The reason being is that when I talk to people about substance abuse, stuff like that, I tell stories,
Mm,
and they can identify with it. See, because we've done a lot of things in our past that has to deal with criminal behavior and and drugs and alcohol, that we don't really tell a lot of people.
mm.
But if a person can sit down and tell something about his past, then that guy said, "Damn, I did the same thing." He can identify with it. Some of these things that our disease tell us, don't tell nobody, don't tell nobody. And if somebody gets up and tell your story, I can tell your story. If you like me, you already know. I know your story
Mm,
because I lived it also.
mm.
You know, and the most blessed thing about it is we lived it, and now we can get out of it and tell our story to help other people get out of it.
Most people
And
don't get
and
out of it,
it's
Uncle Johnny.
I know they don't, because now honestly, you know, a lot of people They hear it, and they get some fire. Like, wow, wow, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's a cool scene. But soon they walk away, they forgot what was said.
Right.
You know, and now, I'm a believer. I know there's a God because He saved me. Okay, I know because my mother prayed all the time, and the last thing she would say on that phone was, "Baby, Mama praying for you," and I believe that's why I'm here now.
Wow.
Because man, overdosing, man, getting thrown out of a car, being shot at, being pistol whipped, you know what I mean? All drug related, criminal addictive behaviors, all of that, and I'm still here. I
Wow.
got so many friends. Yeah, and I call them soldiers, man, because they were hustlers, they were this and that, and they were down for it, man. And they taught me some stuff, but they're not here anymore. So I know that I gotta keep staying clean and keep talking about recovery and keep letting people know that you can get clean and you can live clean. You can get your family back. You might not get the girl back, but you'll get another girl, and she's gonna know where you done came from, and she's gonna help you, man. That's what it's all about. The thing is that we don't give up. I didn't give up, man. I remember I remember my last incarceration. I threw my hands up in the air and said, I'd rather die than keep living like this. I'm through.
Wow.
I gotta stop. That's the kind of attitude I had when I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know, definitely didn't know I was gonna be a substance abuse counselor. But one thing I do know is this. I got busted. The last time I got handcuffs on me was in the year 2000. 2000. I never had handcuffs on me again. Now we're in 2024. Okay. Now, I never had handcuffs on me again because I stopped doing all the things I was doing that was drug related, that was criminal related. I went back the way I was raised. I was raised in a decent family, and I went back to be that decent person. You know what I mean? That didn't try to beat nobody and stuff like that. And it was hard trying to change, because I learned all these criminal addictive behaviors, man. I knew how to steal what we call boosting. I knew how to boost, go in the store, blah, 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 fold up some clothes, boom, boost them, go give them to the dope man, get the dope. Okay? I knew how to till tap. Some of you guys might not even know what I'm talking about when I say till tap. Of course, it's hard to do today, but I'm talking to the lady behind the counter and buying something, and she hits the cash register and open, and then I say, "How much is that over there?" And when she turned her head, my hand goes into the till. Bam. And I grab me some of the money out of the till. That's what you call till tapping. See, these are some of the little things. I can tell you a whole bunch of stuff. But these are some of the little things I learned, and that's the criminal addictive behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, when I got clean, look at what happened. I'm clean, I'm sober. I'm being a productive citizen in society. You know, uh, and I go to the store and I see some cologne that I love. I said, oh man, it was on sale. It was on sale for like $49. This cologne cost like $98 or so, $100 in Macy's, right? But now it's on sale. And I walked up to it and I still looked around to see if anybody was watching me, as if I was going to steal it. And I told myself, what are you doing, Johnny? You got money in your pocket. What are you doing? What are you thinking? And I go, wow. Huh. That's that criminal addictive behavior, still hooked on the crimes. You know what I mean? That'll make you do some time.
Right.
But I'm so thankful. Like I said, I'm thankful. I've never had handcuffs on me since I put down the drugs and alcohol and start living like a man with class, principles, and respect. And I want the same thing for other people.
Yes.
That's why I got Uncle Johnny's Transitional Home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to work for somebody else anymore. In the residential treatment facilities all over. I worked all over in Southern California. In the residential treatment. I know what it's about. You know what I mean? I helped a lot of guys. And now I'm at that age where I want Uncle Johnny's Transitional Home to get off the ground.
Right.
Let some of them guys come out the pen and see about Uncle Johnny and come to my spot. Okay, because if you come to Uncle Johnny, be ready. Be ready for change. If you ain't ready for change, man, don't mess with me.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't ready for change, you ain't got to come. But if you're
Ready for
ready, come
change.
on, let's go.
Let's get it, you guys. So
Yeah,
right now we're planning a fundraiser for you guys to make a generous donation, whatever you feel like, to help us fund the Uncle Johnny's transitional
that's
facility.
right.
It's going to take a lot of effort from the community, a lot of effort from business owners, entrepreneurs, people who wants to see the work that Uncle Johnny has done for other people be offered to a massive scale, and it's going to be a huge event. We're going to have series of different events, different funding. So if you guys are open and you guys are have a generous heart to see that Uncle John's Transitional Center take off and be a blessing to the community. This is how you can help out. If you want to make changes in the
Yes,
community, you have to make yourself available to have Uncle Johnny and his staff and the facility to do what they do best, which is helping people becoming sober, living a clean lifestyle, and
that's right.
eliminate, not eliminate, but at least remove that criminal addictive behavior that's causing a lot of issues in our community.
That's right, man. Because those behaviors would take you right back to prison.
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay, you can get sober. You can stop using drugs and alcohol. But if you still got them criminal addictive behaviors, you're going back to the pen. You're going to eventually get busted. You know how it goes. So we got to cut everything. Because some people thought it was just the drugs, and that's what I thought. Until when I was in treatment, the director said the disease of addiction manifests itself in many obsessive and compulsive ways that has nothing to do with drugs and alcohol. I said, what?
Mm.
I said, man, say that again, Mike. Mike said, Johnny, the disease of addiction will manifest itself in many obsessive and compulsive ways, and it has nothing to do with drugs and alcohol. I said, wow. Now, when he said it manifests itself in many obsessive is I gotta have it, 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 gotta have it. Compulsive, I can't stop, I can't stop, I can't stop. That's the way the disease of addiction acts. In a criminal way, you know what I mean? In a sex drive way, I gotta have her, I gotta have her, I gotta have her. I'm obsessed with her. Until you did something to that girl that, woo, no telling what. You know? So this is what we gotta look out for. When I
Right.
learned that the disease of addiction manifests itself in many obsessive and compulsive ways that has nothing to do with drugs and alcohol, I was like, oh my God, I need help. I really need help. I thought it was the dope. It ain't just the dope. It's the whole lifestyle
Right.
of addiction, man. Yes.
Thank you, Uncle Johnny, for sharing that.
Thank
Now
you.
we are almost at the end of our show. We
Oh,
actually
we
have
are?
a one little segment. Now you guys don't know this, but Uncle Johnny, he's a poet, and I
Wow.
like to think he raps too as well, and he's going to share something with us that he wrote. And hopefully you
Okay.
guys enjoy it. And after that, just after that segment, we'll have some closing thoughts, and you guys can leave some comments below. And Uncle Johnny and myself will respond back to you, and we really appreciate you guys. With that being said, Uncle Johnny, would you be kind enough to share with us your work of art, your
Okay. Let me see what I got.
I wouldn't
I
say it's a
got
song, but what would you consider this? This is a
well, yeah, sort of a rap like, you know
okay.
what I mean? But it's
We about to spit
I
something for
wanna
y'all.
I wanna share this. The things that I write, it's always a message. I always try to send a message in my writing, and this message is really for the younger generation. Because I saw what was going on, and this is what I wrote. Let me call your attention because my critics won't mention. But I'm recognized as the king. You got to be mean to be on my team because I'll take you. Boy, I'll break you. I'm the streets, I'm cold and running out of control. I'll steal your heart, then I'll crush your soul. Come on, run away, because mom and dad ain't right. You can slip out the window in the middle of the night. Come and live with me. I never sleep. You want to compete with me, the streets? Last young girl I had, she was 15 years old. I gave her a dope sack and then I stole her soul. Now she can't come home because she's doing time. If she get released, she'll still be mine. If you want to come, you can be in my show. I'm a pimp, be my whole girl, don't you know? I'm deaf. And if you meet me on the street, you can't compete. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? I'm deaf. And if you meet me on the street, you can't compete. Yeah. I thought you offered marijuana. That's to take your mind. Cocaine, methamphetamine. I got fentanyl on the line, and come and see me. You want some ecstasy? Remember PCP? Have you all hyped up to make some extra bucks and have your mind corrupt? Because I'm always excited and I'm constantly inviting that ultimate chance. It's like devoted romance. Put your life on the line because you're going to do some time because I'm deaf. And if you meet me on the street, you can't compete. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? I'm deaf. And if you meet me on the street, you can't compete. Yeah. Man, you want to join a gang? You be doing some time. Hell, I made gang banging a serious crime. Make your mama cry. Girl, tears in her eyes. Why do you have to die? I don't care if she cry, because all bangers got to die. Or go to the pen because I made you sin, thought it was all in fun. Carrying a gun. Streets had that young fool on the run. Now he want to bang. Hell, he's playing my game. I'm deaf. I'm the streets, and I could never change because I'm deaf. If you meet me on the street, you can't compete. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? I'm deaf. And if you meet me on the street, you can't compete. Man, listen, I got a posse. I live around the world. I'm taking refuge of little boys and girls. I recruit any color, race, or creed. Your only obligation is to fund my needs because I'll be here until the end of time. Why don't you use your mind and get off my line? My house is crowded, but I'll take you in and talk lovey-dovey-dovey to you. Call you my friend. I'm deaf. Thank you.
Ooh,
Thank you, man.
that was
I felt
amazing,
that.
Uncle Johnny. You
Oh wow. That's
Wow, you guys are blessed to be able to hear
yeah.
this. I
Thank you.
haven't heard the full version. This is amazing, and you know what?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it will lead to: death,
Deaf,
right?
man. Yes.
Everything is addictive behaviors, and we're all finding our journey. I'm not exempt from it. I had my fair share, like I shared with you guys. I've been very open about it, and when I connected with Uncle Johnny, I wanted to make sure that the whole world hears this too, because if we can just save one life, like this letter has said, his job is done, but he doesn't stop there. Now his next goal is to build a transitional facility, right, to help men and women out there too as well,
Yes. Well.
so they
Yes.
can have a life of recovery, have a sober lifestyle, and have a place that they feel safe at, empowered, and he will facilitate and provide opportunities for them to ease back into society and be contributive and change our community. And this is how we
That's
can do
right.
it.
That's right.
We have a
Thank you.
fundraiser coming up soon. Uncle
Hmm.
Johnny, any final thoughts you want to share to the audience?
Well, I just want to let you guys know that my heart is in this, and I'm very thankful that I have the opportunity to share this with you. A couple of weeks ago, I went to my doctor, and I got a great bill of health. So Uncle Johnny planning on being around a while. You know what I'm saying? Be around a while to help people, get their lives back, get the job. You know what I mean? I want to help men be real dads. You know what I mean? Be real husbands.
Mm-hmm.
Be real sons and to their parents, man. Yeah, yeah. Come on, y'all, join us, and thank you very much for allowing me to have this moment with you.
All right. That being said, you guys, please leave comments below. If you have any questions, you want to connect with Uncle Johnny and myself, go ahead and email
You,
us and leave the comments below.
our fundraiser will come, is
Oh,
coming
and
soon, and
our fundraiser will be
yeah,
coming soon. Will
yeah.
it's to be determined exactly what location, and we will have a place where you guys can go ahead and scan a QR code and make a generous donation. It could be, even if it's whatever your heart
Whatever, man.
is open to and decide to.
Yes.
Anything counts towards it, and this will go towards the facility. We'll keep you updated, and in the meantime, make sure you subscribe, like, and share, and stay blessed, stay intelligent, stay gifted. Keep doing
We'll
it.
be back
Big.
next week.
We'll be back next week.
That's right.